Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel, Supreme Being to everyone. Thank you for being here, and today I would like to speak about something very important regarding our energy and why it is so important for all of us to trust this process, to trust that everything is happening exactly as it is. Because many times we have the mind ticking in our head, right? And we keep on doubting and sometimes cursing our life, what is happening to us and why things are not going the direction that we want, right? First of all, I would like to invite you to our workshop this Sunday on the 26th of November. We will talk about something extremely interesting, and that is what is to come for all of us twin flames in 2024. It's super exciting because I saw something years ago regarding 2024, and we made several videos about that. At a time, I wasn't quite sure that was the year 2024 or if it was an upcoming date, but later on it came another vision, and I saw that it is exactly 2024. So 2024 will initiate a big process, something huge that is going to happen in the big 2027, but 2024 already for us twin flames is going to be big. So I do invite you to come. It will be extremely interesting to see all of you, also to hear your insights, and to spend some time together. So register down below if you haven't done that. And now let's go back to our topic. Why it is important to trust all this and to believe, to continue trusting it. Now, I want to point out some things here. There's a lot of people already appearing there. It's like the anti-twin flame community thing. And they speak about brainwashing and stuff like this. But let's think about that. We all know spiritually that we are, each one of us individually, a set of yin-yang energies, right? And our whole desire, inner subconscious desire constantly is to merge these two energies within ourselves. So if we imagine this, what it is more different in being in a twin flame connection? It's exactly the same thing, it's just on a little bit different level. But we are actually experiencing these processes constantly within ourselves. So understanding the twin flame journey itself is understanding ourselves individually. And I don't really see the difference in both things. It is just, I would say that it's actually a little bit more complicated when we talk about twin flames. So it's, let's say, a harder level of the same game. So this doesn't make it any different than merging the yin-yang, balancing ourselves within. So saying, that the twin flame trend is fake is saying that we ourselves are fake. Because no person out there actually desires not to be loved, not to share with somebody else their life, not to be understood. We all deep in us desire not to be alone, actually, and every single person that comes to us for a consultation or whatever, that there's not, they haven't been even a single person out there that came and said, hey, I do feel understood. No, all of them, they feel alone and they don't feel understood. And we, all of us, we are no exception. Anyone who has turned into the spiritual aspect of themselves, anyone on the path of awakening, they do experience pretty much the same things, guys. So this is not any different, and that's why I don't even feel that when we speak about twin flames, it can be just about, you know, connecting with your twin flame partner, with your divine half. We are speaking absolutely about the same process over and over again. So it is important to discuss all this, to dig deeper and to have some understanding, because that's understanding of our spiritual self. And for so many decades and centuries already, humanity has been pointed to downgrade. We have not been upgrading, we have been downgrading towards stepping deeper into the material life and forgetting our spirituality. If we go back to see artifacts from thousands of years ago, we see evidence how deeply our ancestors were connected with their spiritual parts, with their spiritual side of each one of them individually and collectively as a whole. And we, let's say, have pretty much reached the bottom of the ocean, into going deeper and deeper into distancing ourselves from our spiritual side. And going on the twin flame journey itself is a part of returning the faith and the awareness of our spiritual side. This is a spiritual journey. That's a journey of awakening. And something interesting I came upon yesterday, it was a thought of something that Dolores Cannon said. And I'm not going to quote it exactly, but it's something like that when we visit some place, when we go somewhere, we leave an imprint of our energy there. And not only that we leave the imprint of our energy there, but this imprint actually affects the entire place much more than what we think. And that's the big part of every single person being where they are right now, being so important to be exactly there. And sometimes we are like, oh, I want to actually be somewhere else, like I want to change location or whatever, but things are just going against us all the time. And that's because we are not trusting the process, that where we are right now is actually where we are supposed to be. You know, every time, because I changed locations many times in my life. I lived in several different countries, visited so many more, and I lived in 3 different continents. I know that's not actually a lot. There's people who changed locations much more than this. Andre himself has changed places as well too many times in his life. And I never had to push any of these changes too much. Like, I just had to desire them, and if it was working, I would go for it. Sometimes I experienced a drawback. Let's say I wanted to go as a student several times to the US just for the summer. You know, there's such summer programs. And a couple of times I just didn't get a visa, and I was not sorry about that. I just trusted the process. At the time, I wasn't too much on my focus on my mind as well, and that helped me a lot, because as a matter of fact, the more we become spiritual, the more we start to dig in our mind, and we start to become slaves of our mind. But that's a part of the awakening process, because we dip deeper in the higher chakras, and this is much more fine energy, but it is very much related to the mind. It's just that we are supposed to learn with time how to let go of being a slave to the mind, and more like becoming one with the mind, because there's a very big difference in this. And when we become one with the mind, this is when we start to understand how important is our energy as a part of the whole where we are. We are affecting the entire place, guys. It might seem incredible, but just your presence, you don't even have to do much there, and you are already affecting the whole vibe of the entire place. It's becoming totally different. I can see it here with us, where we are, how this village is changing with time. It's like it's transforming. Since we came, we are not even interacting with most of the people, but I see changes happening, and I know that we are a part of the reason for all this. We are not the only reason, of course. I would not even dare think this way. But there's also other people coming, joining, some are leaving. And we are transforming this community with our energy. It's becoming something totally different. It's really becoming something to exactly what we were imagining before, where we wanted to live, how we wanted to live. It is going that direction. We already set this idea. We use our mind to set the idea, right? And we sent it to the universe. And the universe is responding back to us. And we are technically just observing right now. We don't even have to do much. Of course, we also do. I go, for example, in I started working on a small flower bed in front of our town hall. It just makes me happy, and I started seeing that it makes happy the others as well. And this brings up energy. So small things like this, we affect the entire community, the entire place where we live. That's why don't curse your lives, don't hate them. They are important exactly as they are right now. And we just have to trust the divine process within ourselves. We have to trust the twin flame journey. We have to trust the yin yang balancing journey within each one of us individually. This is something amazing, and it's going to escalate even further, and it's going to become something absolutely unbelievable. I can't wait, to be honest, to see everything that is going to happen. We are here in such exciting times. Until now, it has been a horror movie pretty much. There will be a lot of horrible things still happening, but it is extremely exciting as well. We always have to see behind each bad situation, behind it, what is changing? What is this happening, this event transforming eventually? That's where we have to focus. And this is how we will stay motivated to continue doing what we are doing. Love you lots, and I hope to see you on Sunday. See you!